Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K. Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm continuing to work on my weekly collage planner, the Margarete Miller challenge, and again I have her Etsy store linked below in the description box, and I also have hashtags. And I have this one right here along with other common ones that people search for. And again, there are a number of talented YouTubers out there who are following along with these hashtags. So make sure you go and check them out to see what they have been creating. And again, my personal challenge for this weekly challenge that Margarete Miller has us doing with collage prompts is to try really hard to only use items that are in my stash. I'm trying not to print off anything, and so far I've done pretty well with that. I haven't bought anything new. I did a couple of challenges ago. I did find a free encyclopedia that I had used that I got for free at the thrift store off of their free table, but other than that I have just been using items from my stash. And I usually try and grab the first one or two things that meet the criteria, and I don't try and think about it too much, just for the challenge of just trying to make them all fit on a layout. So again, we are on week number 23, and the first prompt was song lyrics or a song title. And lately in my head I've been thinking, or I've been singing in my head. I listen to a wide variety of music. I listen to classic rock, I listen to country, I even listen to some oldie songs that my parents and my grandma used to listen to. So I kind of very eclectic when it comes to music. But lately I had the country station on, and they had that Zac Brown song on. It's called Toes, but one of the lyrics is "Life is good today." And so I've had that song in my head for a little while, so I decided, I knew I did have a die cut that matched, or somewhat matched those lyrics. It just says "Life is good." So I decided I'm going to go with that Zac Brown song. Again, it's called Toes, I think. But this lyric is in it. Actually, it's "Life is good today," but I'm just going to use the "Life is good." And that was a die cut. And I don't know the company on that. I was gifted this from Lisa Goss. She was Happy Crafter Lisa Goss on YouTube, and I know she's changed her name on YouTube, but that's who I got it from, and I don't know what her new channel channel name is off the top of my head, but I did get this die from her, and I love it. It's one of my favorite sayings, "Life is good." So I'm going to use that for my song lyric or song title. And then it said something red, and so I went through. I have a big pile of scrapbooking paper that I picked up a long time ago at a thrift store. They were all like, not thrift store, but a rummage sale. They're all 6x6 and random sheets, so I just grabbed the first one that I found that was red, and I did cut it down already slightly so that it would fit on the page. So that's red. The next one was a road sign, and so I did have this rubber stamp right here of Route 66. And it's from a company called Classic Status Stamp Company. And I do not think that they're still in existence. It's an older stamp company, and they had a lot of like car rubber stamps. And so I did have that one. And so I did decide to use that. So I did stamp that out and cut it out already for my road sign. And then it said something with wings. And so I did have this little pull apart from some book, some bird book. And so it was like this. And so I just cut out this part of it right here to use in today's collage. So something with wings, that would be the birds. And then it said tissue paper and napkin. And so I went to my drawer that had napkins and tissue paper. And I found this tissue paper that someone had gifted or had sent me in Happy Mail, and they had it something wrapped in here, but I saved it because I really liked the tissue paper. And so I already went ahead and I glued it on a scrap piece of white paper, just a piece of that tissue paper. And so I'll use that in the collage. And then the next item was rubber stamping, and I did stamp this Route 66, so that kind of counts for the rubber stamping. And so again, I do like to start off with my big pieces of paper and work my way to the littler ones for my collaging. And so these three are kind of the biggest pieces that I have right here. So I'm probably just going to layer this up at the top, and I will put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm going to put this either at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to go over or under, but for now I'm just going to put it under. And so I'm and then the birds. And so since they're looking that way, this I think should be on this side of the paper. So I got to decide if I want, I guess I should have cut this a little bit bigger so that the whole background. So I just got to decide where I want to layer these bigger pieces of paper. If I want them lined up and a little bit of the background paper showing there. I think I'm going to go this way, because that doesn't bother me right there, just to have a little bit showing there. And I think I'll just go like that. So I do like that layout so far. And so then I just need these last two little pieces to put on here, and I need to decide if I want to try and add anything else random that's sitting on my desk. And I'm kind of looking around to see if I have anything else that would maybe work for this. It looks like I have some doilies sitting here, so maybe I could use part of a doily on here just to use something random from my stash also. Don't know if I want to just do a partial one. Thought that there was more hooked up to this piece. So I could maybe cut out just half of this doily. Maybe put that kind of behind. Or I could do it down here. So that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. So just to add something random, I had the gold ones too, but I think I'll just call that one good, just for something random from my stash to use. And then the Life is Good. I think I could just put that up here, maybe. Up in the corner. And then the Route 66. I'm thinking right there. I could just put it at the bottom right here too. Yeah, I think I like it over here in the corner because that kind of, you know, balances out. I have the Life is Good up here and then the Route 66 right there. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to call that good for my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And I'll be right back to go over the list with you guys one more time before I sign off. So I am back after gluing everything down, and I didn't change the layout at all, but I'll go through the list with you one final time. The song lyrics or song title, I did use the Life is Good. And that was a die cut. The red, there was red on the scrapbooking paper that I used. A road sign, I have the Route 66 sign. Something with wings, I have the fun little birds, and it's a kingfisher bird, a red-bellied woodpecker, a flicker, and then this is a red-headed woodpecker. All really fun birds to have. I know in my local area, we have this one on our feeders quite a bit. We also have flickers in the area, and then also the kingfisher we see down by the water. So we do have 3 out of those four birds in our area. And then the next prompt was tissue paper or the napkin, and I used some recycled tissue paper. And then the bonus was rubber stamping, and of course I had rubber stamped the Route 66 sign. And then I also randomly added the doily that was sitting here on my desk. I'm trying to use up random things also in my collages, so that was kind of a random thing I grabbed from my desk to add in on the layout. And I like how this week's layout turned out. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you guys are all doing well. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.